Hello, hello, YouTube. So, Regina's got a secret. Regina's got a secret that's going to change your life. What is it, you ask? I'm so glad you asked. It is. You cannot, you absolutely cannot get something new, get something different, get something better in life. From a person, from a bag of chips, you can't do anything in life different if you continue to do the same thing. Yes? Because sometimes we think, okay, well, I want to look good. I want to look good for my surroundings, or I don't want to look like I failed, or, I just know where I'm good and I want to excel at what I'm good at. But if that's not really what you want, ultimately, if you want something different, clearly you want something more if what you're good at still isn't fulfilling you, right? So you have to do something different. You have to be okay with a little bit of failure. You have to be okay with maybe not looking perfect. You have to be okay with having things not unfold the way you expected. And this is what can happen too. It can be tricky because you might think, okay, I'm going to try this new thing. I'm going to try this different thing. And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. See, I knew this wasn't going to work. It doesn't feel right. I'm not going to do it again. Wrong. You still need to do it again. And your brain, your subconscious is going to tell you, this doesn't feel right. This isn't how it's supposed to feel. This isn't how it's supposed to work. And you say, of course not the first time because it's uncomfortable. It's unfamiliar. Chill the fuck out, subby. And then you do it again. And it's like, oh, it still doesn't feel great. What am I doing? Third time, maybe, okay, so maybe I have like a structure to it. And you just do it until it feels right, until it feels good. And if you do it, it feels right, it feels good, and it still doesn't get your results, then that's a different story. However, you have to do new shit. You have to do new things. My favorite, change directions here, change moods. One of my favorite quotes from a little tarot deck card book that I have. It says that the seed does not know it will be a flower. It says the seed does not know it will be a flower, right? So the seed just knows that it's born in its dirt. It's just plopped in its dirt. It's always raining on the dirt, right? It's always water coming down on the dirt. There's probably bugs in the dirt, rocks and shit. And then it starts to expand. As it starts to expand, that's uncomfortable because now you're bumping up against rocks. You're bumping up against rocks. You got to move past the rocks, through more dirt, and then it's probably like barriers of grass. Like, am I done yet? And then you get past the grass, maybe, and then there's like the sunlight, right? There's the sunlight out there now, and then you become this flower, right? But you need to be able to get through the dirt and the rocks and the worms and the grass. Like, you have to get through all those things so that you can become the flower, right? You can bring all that you want to fruition. But we don't know, right? We don't know that we're that seed. We don't know that the thing that we don't want to do, or this thing that we're doing but it feels uncomfortable, is going to produce a garden for us, right? A zen-like garden for us. We don't know those things, and we stop short. And when we stop short of what we want, we never get it, right? And we're stuck in the dirt wondering, why hasn't my scenery changed? Why don't I feel different, right? I went through some dirt. I went through some rocks. I think I saw some more grassy pastures, but like, why haven't I? Because you didn't continue. You have to keep going. You must keep going. Right? If you just stay where you're used to, you will never get new shit. You will never get what you want. You will never grow. Right? Today I was doing a certain exercise. It was actually from, I'm reading Millionaire Success Habits. And because of my psychology background, like there's an exercise he has in there called the 7 layers deep. But in psychology, they have us do this anyway. So I humored the book and did it anyway. And it's a good book though. I don't want to trivialize it. And when I did it, it came. It's like I need to do the things that I'm doing because I am terrified of feeling restricted. But I'm terrified of being like chained to Philadelphia. That's what it feels like to me. I'm terrified of not being able to expand. And the idea that some of you guys only want to like be where you are, I respect it. And if you're doing it out of fear, I loathe it. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay if you're just comfortable at home. Some people are homebodies, right? Most of them are old. Like, some people are just like, I need my routine. I like this. I'm fine. And, if you are just doing that out of fear, then it's like, I just want to shake you. Like, that's where I was. I say I was on someone else's mission, completing someone else's mission, because I went to this type of high school and then went to college and then went to grad school so I can get the job with the 401k and so I can then get the house and all this other shit, live in this area. That wasn't my mission. Like, that wasn't really what I wanted to do. But I signed up for that mission because everything in my environment said that what I really wanted probably wasn't really it wasn't really realistic. It probably wasn't plausible. It was going to be hard for me to do it. So I just went for the lowest hanging fruit and made that my goal, right? So, but the idea, like, as I'm doing that, going through life, I realized in my 30s, like, yo, this isn't what I want. I feel like my soul was whittling away. At my last job, I would be there and I would just be staring out the window. Like, it was just like, I can't, like, I don't want to be in this vicinity. I needed to go and expand, right? But that's also another spiritual thing. I'll get into that in later videos. But so the idea that somebody, or that you guys, are restricting what you want to go after, or what you want to feel, or the things that you want to do out of fear that you can't have it, is what I need to change. What I feel like I need to show everybody, like, look, I just want to smack you and say, stop it. Stop it, you. Stop it. Do what scares you. Go after what's uncomfortable. Do it. How else are you going to live, right? Living a life in restriction, that's not what we came here for. That's not what this human experience is about. It's not about spending 8 to 10 hours in a fucking building in a cubicle or at a desk and doing this stuff. Not for me anyway. Maybe that's what you came here for. Maybe that's what you came for. Maybe you came here to spend your time in an office. Maybe you came here to say, you know what, I think I want to sign up to can I have these days off to ask another person, can I have this time to myself? Can I have this time to my family? Can I have this time to see the world, right? Seeing this world is my fucking birthright. Seeing this world is why I'm here. How dare you tell me I need to ask you for permission to have time off to go do, like, no. I can't get jiggy with that. I can't do it. So, I went into my own personal shit a little bit. I say all this to say, my secret that you must follow should you want to become that flower is that you have to do the scary shit. You have to do the things you might not excel at right now. You have to go after what you think is uncomfortable. You have to do something new to get something new. If it's worth it to you, then that's what you do. Okay? That's my PSA for today. My little venting. And adios. Remember, I have a high vibe guide, right? So how do I stay high vibe? How do I stay calm and all that goodness? It's a guide right down below with my favorite YouTubers, some of my favorite meditations and podcasts, all those things to keep my vibrations and my energy high so that I can continue to attract the things that I want in my life and be prepared be prepared and be ready, stay ready to do what's the uncomfortable so that I can get the things that I want that I don't not right now have because I've been comfortable or just going after the lower hanging fruit. So get that below, the high vibe guide, grab that, get into those ideas, get into those routines and see what in your life might change. Adios.